I was flying in from Detroit, and I had my wife meet me at the airport, you know. And I waited for everybody to get off the plane, even the pilots, just to set the mood. Because I wanted to tell her that the group broke up, you know. Nobody to play with, nothing. Didn't even faze her. All she said was, let's get the car, go home. We go home. She's by the phone. And she's not on it more than 3 hours. She's got herself a job, cocktail waitress job, and that bitch is out the door. Man, she accepted that thing so quick that my group broke up. You know, like I couldn't believe it.
What was it then that made you angry?
Well, I wanted sympathy.
All right. What did you do about it?
I sat there. She left, and the phone rang. Got some people asking me to do a gig for a jazz group. Not a big thing, just a two-night thing at a club. It was pretty good, you know. I got loose, we ripped it up, got it off, you know.
You never told her how you felt.
Well, you don't know how I play drums.
What did you say to her, Clint?
She was there, man. There ain't no way in this world. She couldn't get the picture of what I was feeling.
If she was here right now, what would you say to her?
You know, I just don't understand the reason that she
Talk to
wouldn't
her.
tell me anything.
Talk to her right now.
I tell you, you got a phone? I'll talk to her.
Just talk to her right now.
For you, man? For me?
For either of us.
Baby, why'd it take you so long? Tell me how you felt, man, about me being so close to this group, you know. It's been years, and I feel like I've been living on borrowed time from you. You know, I feel like everything I've done, man, or believed in has been a waste of time. I can't live like that. Well, I was in high school, and my father had fallen off a ladder, you know, and hurt his back. He's been in traction for like 6 months. And my mother and I were been taking care of the store, grocery store. But anytime I had any free time, I went out to this little field, you know, just across from the house. I could see where my sister was.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd take the 9-iron out and chip shots and fly a kite. You know, just get lost, you know. This one afternoon, though, my father got up and went out on the front porch. And, well, he had his rubber sandals on, his dirty chinos rolled up, the safety pin holding them together with his Hawaiian shirt and his belly hanging out and a can of beer and his Yankee baseball cap on and all his war medals on his Yankee baseball cap and his head shaved this thing. And very brash. And he breaks into this full sprint down the street after this cat. Finally, I finally found out that the guy was a thief and stealing, like, robbing jewelry, like, you know, from the track homes. Tackles the guy, slings him over his shoulder and comes down the street singing, you know, "Aye, the rising of the moon," you know, and all this stuff, Irish songs, and the dogs are howling. It's really bizarre, man. It broke up the Saturday, right, in suburbia. Anyway, he throws the guy down on the lawn and calling to the people, you know, who's going to call the police? Nobody did. They all go into the houses. Finally, I went in and called the police. And he yells, "And get me a beer, I'm losing energy." I bring out the beer. Cops come and they say, "Well, you know, we can't arrest the guy because you don't have any, you know, any evidence." And my father is really mad. He steals the guy's flashlight. He was almost ready to get the badge. And they left. And he lost face in the whole community, you know, because he had done a great thing. And he just, I don't know, he couldn't take it anymore, and he just sort of split, and I found him in Mexico. trying to get an army together, and they caught him and put him in the VA hospital. Couldn't take the quiet life. Great man.
I want to tell you where I got lost, Glenn, which is, how were you involved with him?
Presence. I was involved with the presence of the man. He was great.
That made you feel close to him?
Of course it did. As close as you could be to your father.
I see.
You don't understand, man, what the cat's up against. Everybody's paying for him to say a certain thing a certain way, even fans. If he goes on TV and starts to talk about something that he really wants to say for his people or for himself, man, all of a sudden the big bucks cut your water off.
Right on, man.
It's like that, is that what happened to your group? Is that why it broke up?
Well, two of the guys went out on their own, you know, and wanted to do something different. They did all right, you know, but do you know what it is to be with somebody, you know, like for years, 5 years, and then all of a sudden, we found out the guy, cat we knew playing with was gay.
Oh, it's getting interesting.
Well, it's not that we had anything against him or anything. It's just we didn't know how to treat him. We didn't know how to act. We didn't know what to do. I mean, it got very tedious, you know. And I'm trying to keep the music together, you know, and keep everybody happy and shit. It just got cold. You know, couldn't hold together.
You with another group now?
Yeah, but it's not the same.
Would you like the group to get together again? I mean, is there any chance of that?
This is just dissolved. I mean, we're living within blocks of each other, and I never see him. It's over.
Mm-hmm. Well, how do you feel about it?
It was more than music, you know. It was a pulse there. I mean, it's just something I can't get. I play with other people. It's just not there, you know.
Mm.
Well, that's too depressing, really, because it's over. I know it is. You know, that's cool. I was watching those tapes, you know.
The May tapes?
Yeah, May tapes. I mean, I'm coming on saying like everything, you know, is a problem. I got no money, hassles with my old lady, you know. That's BS. I got bread. I got this song. It's making it. My old lady and I are, you know, we're drinking. We're getting on. But when I don't play music, I just don't know what to do with myself. You know, I have nothing to put it to. You know.
Dig what you're going through. Eddie's got the same changes.
Eddie, is he a musician? Do I know him?
Oh, yeah, he's a musician, but he's not famous at all.
How old is he?
He's 18.
He hasn't done anything yet?
Well, he's trying to get a group together. Just doesn't know right now if he's coming or going.
Seems to be the trend.
Yeah.
Incidentally, how are things going between you and Eddie?
Not too good.
Yeah. I thought so, and that's why I told you to bring him with you. Why didn't you?
He didn't want to come.
Did you ask him?
Yeah, I asked him.
How did you ask him?
I told him, you know, that the doctor wanting him to...
No, I mean, how did you ask him? What did you say to him?
Oh, I said, Pete, the doctor, he wants you to come down to the meetings this weekend.
Okay, hold up. I'd like to try something with you, Chris, okay? Here's Eddie. Talk to him right now. Ask him to come to the group tonight. Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
Eddie, the doctor wants you to come to the meetings because he's getting a very one-sided picture of our relationship, which is true. And I'd like you to come.
Look, I'd like to, but I don't feel like leaving the house tonight, so maybe some other time.
Yes, sir.
You doesn't talk like that.
All right. You show him how Eddie talks. You be Eddie, okay?
Can I be Christine?
All right. And you show him how he talks. You start.
Honey, I really dig being pregnant now. I'm into my body and its changes and it's beautiful.
Christine, I'm tired of hearing you.
I know you're tired. Just listen. It's getting a little scary, you know. I'm in my 6th month, and Pete, the doctor, thought it'd be a great idea if you came to the marathon this weekend to, like, help me, you know.
Don't talk to me about that marathon stuff, because they are a bunch of sick people there, and don't associate me with them, because I am not sick, and I'm not going.
Oh, I got the picture.
Okay, well, let's switch it around one more time, and let's take it right from the top, Chris. Here's Eddie again. Talk to him.
Eddie, I've been going for 4 or 5 months now. You can go for a few minutes.
Don't bore me. I'm not going down to Beverly Hills to listen to some prick tell me how to live my life with his values.
Look, if not for me, the baby,
Right
it's your
on.
kid, too.
I know the whole story. He's going to want us to get married.
No, he just wants to meet. He wants to get a better perspective of our
Don't
problem.
you
in quotes.
understand that I don't want you? I don't want anything to do with you.
Hey,
I don't
stop
want
it!
anything to do with you at
Stop
all.
it!
Don't you understand?
Come on, you can't change your mind like that
But
now.
I have, lover.
You can't.
I don't want it.
Look, you had plenty of time before. It's a little too late now. You spent the money that Daddy gave me for the abortion.
You helped me spend it.
That's because you gave me this big line on how we were going to keep the baby.
I don't want it. I don't want the baby.
Oh, so now it's all my thing?
That's
huh?
right. That's right.
So it's my kid. You're such a fucking liar. I mean, you write all this stuff about how you love life and you love children and everything else, and that means that everything, all that was said, was just a lot of lies, right? It's all bullshit, right? Huh? You got all these ideas on how you're going to go out and get your own group together. You know, you're going to go out and make it. What about these songs that you're going to be singing when you're there, like having a baby, like living with a Zen master? What about that? I mean, how can you live with yourself knowing that you fucked me up, huh? How can you live with yourself? You know how long I've spent cleaning out my body for this kid. And this kid's going to be deformed because you got me shooting up again.
Christine, the baby is only going to be deformed if you make it that way. How can you do this to the kid? How can you do it?
It's easy. It's needles and it's...
Stop it. You know what I'm talking about. The baby's living in your stomach. How can you do that to him?
Hey, Chris, whatever happened to all your, natural childbirth talk, You're going to put the baby on your warm belly the minute it crawls into the cold, cruel world. What happened to that bullshit, Chris?
Do you have a habit?
She's got to have it. That's what happened to all that beautiful stuff. It's just too much pressure.
Is that it, Chris? Are you doing it to have a good time?
No, just any time. Any more.
So guilty that we pushed her.
Guilty. How we pushed her. She's been here for 8 months. I'm surprised she said anything. I'm surprised we did anything here, actually. Were you aware, we were helping you along and working together and everything? We weren't so cold and detached. I was impressed. But sort of embarrasses me also because having ignored you the other evening at the restaurant.
Oh, I didn't know you two were dating.
No, my wife and I were out dancing, breaking it up. We stopped in this restaurant, and Pete and his wife were in there.
Oh, yeah? What does she look like? Teased hair, anklets,
Yeah.
No, your basic stewardess. Something you'd find in Woolworths. No, very lovely, very warm. But I was laboring under a bad thing because there I was, Charlie patient. And immediately I thought that you and your wife must have some sort of in-jokes about your patients. And besides that, you were quarreling quite a bit.
You know,
You slammed down the menu with such passion.
I
Just
noticed.
had to turn away.
I noticed you in the restaurant coming towards my table.
Great.
I turned around to look at you, and you turned away and you walked out.
Well, I thought you were quarreling.
I couldn't make any sense.
He didn't want to bust up a hot argument.
It seemed to be
Okay.
going so well.
Okay, even if we were quarreling, why would that freak you out?
I guess I've had enough of hearing people quarrel, you know, even though I have admired it from afar, and I always know that, I guess you have to care for somebody to really quarrel. But my folks used to quarrel. Not a lot, but it was an event, right? I don't know, he'd get mad over a bent can of peas in the front row or something, and I would brood for a couple days, and all of a sudden all hell would break loose, and I end up in the toilet shaking. But I finally realized there was a fertility rate, you know. But still, I always felt that, I don't know, it was going to break up, or I had done something wrong, or it scared me.
You mean, so my quarreling with my wife reminded you of your family's quarreling, and that's what bugs you?
It's just something that, I don't know, it scares me. I don't know, I guess when you're a kid, you always think it's your fault when your folks are quarreling or something. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
It's like you punch your mother, right? Or walk out on you?
Sure.
That's scary. Scary.
So the scary part then is like a sort of a feeling of your family falling apart, sensing that your family's
Family, anything, a group.
or a group.
Sure.
Are you on medication?
Oh, I am feeling no pain. And neither is any baby.
What do you mean, baby? How do you know it's not feeling any pain?
There isn't going to be any baby.
Honey, you don't get that sorry because you're not having a baby. I mean, you are having a baby. That's a fact.
That's a fact. You want another fact? It's dead.
Oh.
Such drama. It's not dead.
It is.
Christine, why do you refuse to believe it's going to live?
Because the damage has been done. I've been doing it to myself all along.
What?
I'm still shooting.
Lovely.
On top of the medication? That's very good.
It's not like, you know, you don't have any money. I mean, your father will give you bread, a place to stay. I mean, it's not like you're wandering around in the gutter someplace.
You get your big old private room in the hospital, you know.
That's one thing about rich people. They have terrific places where you can go and dry out. You can have nurses round the clock dousing you with cold water. Understand? We're tired of listening to your junky babble, man.
I was tired of it the day I came here.
I don't know if you're expecting medals or something like that. There's always somebody who's done it better. I went all the time I was doing it. I didn't care, right? It wasn't like a sunny day in brass bands that I cared. And the train was there every day, and it's hard. But, maybe I got tired. Maybe I got tired of rotting something away in me that was good, you know? You gotta find that.
I have something I want to say to Jennifer. I don't know, I just became like everybody else, you know, I pushed you. And, but I didn't mean to hurt you, you know, I just meant to tell you that it's okay to open up, you know, like, especially here because, you know, we're all in the same boat. Nobody's out to get you.
Hey, Jennifer, I think the most important thing that people can do, you know, is communicate feelings. You know? Even if it is like
Bill and I, we fight a lot, but at least we're getting out what we feel.
Bill, you're great. But you're a puppy dog, man. You'll do anything just to fit in, you know? I sometimes I think that you even try to kill yourself just because you didn't fit in with whatever you thought you had to fit in with. But if you have to give up your sensitive feelings just to fit in with people, I don't think that's worth it. And they're always willing to take them away from you.
Bill, I really can't say that I like you, Because I think you've been using, black people for your own thing. But, you are a strong person. Got a lot of energy. And whenever you, direct that energy on yourself instead of worrying about everybody else, you're going to be together.
There's so much to say anyway. But I can't even say anything. Except, I wish you'd learn to lose. Because, when you're wrong, you fight with such vehemence, even though you know you're wrong. And I just can't comprehend what this incredible pride is all about.
Pride? God, that's all you got left. Cops got guns, all people got left is pride. I love pride. When I first got here, man, I identified with you a lot. It was the easiest. I've never taken as much punishment as you have, man. On any level. Being a black man, I would never know what it's like. And I don't even really care to get into it. But what I've learned from you, and you've never known it, is a music. God, when you get loose, when you don't worry about what you're saying, your instincts or anything like that. You're mad, you're apologizing, anything. That's just, it's such a music.
I'm gonna let you have it. Because, I know if I came to the next marathon and said, oh, I've been putting you on this whole time. I'm not a fag. I never have been. It's just been an act. There'd be some basis for friendship. So there's a stupid barrier that exists between us. Based on I don't even know what. I don't even understand what. And, I really love you. I don't mean sexually, so don't get excited. I mean, I don't know. I've seen you. And I've seen you feel towards me. So, cut the bullshit.
Pete, you're just like Jennifer. I don't know a thing about you. I don't know if I should or not, but it bothers me, that I don't know anything about you. But I don't know whether I love you or hate you, but I guess you've handled me anyway pretty well.